Erin Blackwall, the Red Rider Chair.
Yeah.
And so, Erin, how were you introduced to the diabetes world? Like, what was that stepping point?
Yeah, well, I was 6 years old when I was diagnosed with diabetes. My parents kind of noticed that I was losing a lot of weight, I was really thirsty, I had to go to the bathroom all the time, so they took me to, the usual.
Yeah.
And at that point, I really didn't understand what the disease was. Like, I was just really upset that I had to go to the hospital for like a week. And then, from there, like when I was younger, I feel like the only transition I had to make was just, my parents giving me shots all the time and, my fingers being pricked all the time.
Yeah.
But as I got older, that's when I felt like diabetes started to change my life a lot, and which I had a lot of ups and downs, obviously, with it. But once I came to True to Cure, I feel like everything kind of just fell into place for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, being in the diabetes world finally, well, not finally, but being introduced to the diabetes world, and of course having your parents help you out a little bit. How did you find out about Tour de Cure and ADA? Like, how did you get involved?
Well, in high school, I always kind of would go on the ADA's website, kind of just to look up facts and information, because I felt like that was my way of kind of connecting to maybe another diabetic, which sounds stupid, but I didn't know a lot of diabetics when I was younger.
Yeah.
Maybe one. So, yeah, but then when I was in college, I had a goal of getting so many internships in communication and social media. So I just decided to fill out a resume and send it out to the ADA in hopes that they were looking for interns. And they were. So that was my first internship, just kind of working there on their social media and doing a lot of PR things for them. And I got to work on the Diabetes Expo and True to Cure as some of the events. So it was a lot of fun and kind of a nice little community.
Yeah,
People
especially being
understood me.
being diabetic and
Yeah.
then also interning for the ADA
Yeah.
had to be a lot more easier so that you could connect.
Yeah, and I felt also that I got to learn a lot more about my disease too, because when you get it at a young age, you just end up getting into a routine, whether that routine was a good routine or not. You just kind of follow that. So then when I was in the ADA, there was just so much more information about my health and counting carbs and kind of things that I could prevent in the future and how to do that. So that was kind of an eye-opening experience. Yeah.
Because being so young when you were diagnosed, you don't necessarily know anything else other than that.
Yeah.
And then once moving on to the independent stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's exciting.
So being PR chair and obviously getting involved through the internship, how long have you worked? How long have you been with the ADA and Tour?
Yeah, I started my internship in January of 2012. So I've pretty much, technically this is my third Tour de Cure, but I've been there for 2 years. So I've been changing roles a lot too as in the committee. I first started off just interning, and I was kind of the co-captain of Team Red and the co-Red Rider leader. And then I got more involved in doing Team Red things. And then I kind of switched from being in Team Red and the PR chair, and now I'm just the Red Rider leader. And I dabble a little bit in the other two, but really my main focus is just making sure that Red Riders truly enjoy this event the most, because it's all about them, really.
Yeah. And I know you've been doing a lot of work with the Red Riders this year too.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, I've been actually finally, because my one goal for this was to really get the Red Riders to connect more and kind of form more of a community, because obviously it's a community anyways when you're there, because you see the Red Riders, but I want to talk more with them and have them talk with each other, so that it's you can kind of share each other's war stories. So that's what it's, because it's like a war almost. But
it's true, sharing the different experiences.
Yeah, so, and that's what I've been getting, a lot of Red Riders just telling me their stories and saying they want to meet up for coffee, or just kind of throw out their story, and I just respond back and just share my story, and it's just really nice to have.
Yeah.
So I hope when I see them more, we can talk more about it.
Yeah. And I know you're doing Red Rider stories as well, trying to get more type 1, type 2 diabetic stories out there.
Yeah.
It's just so much important, to get people aware.
Yeah.
The awareness is more important.
Yeah. I would love to maybe talk to some Red Riders who want to share their story to a local newspaper or something, and just kind of get their story, kind of raise awareness about diabetes, because I think people have just a misconception about the disease. So get people to really understand what diabetes is and how it affects everybody's lives, and obviously promote Tour de Cure.
Yeah,
It's such a
yeah.
great event.
Thank you so much for joining us on
thank
Shifting
you.
Gears. High five. All right.
7.2.
Right, 7.2 A1C. That's what's up. Thank you so much for joining us for Shifting Gears. Hopefully you guys can join us for something else. Thank you.